Hello everyone, myself Varun Agarwal and we are in the session 4 of Agile transformation. So earlier we had the 3 sessions. In the last session we talked about VUCA, we talked about the STC matrix of complexity. We differentiated the zones of the simplicity, of the complicated and the complex environment. Before that, we understand how the complexity arises in our society. So, from the valuation time to till date, what changes, what evolutions occurred in the society, and how the things became complex. Today, I have the set of 10 questions. So, these are the 10 questions that I will ask you, and you need to give an answer in the yes or no. So let's have the question first, and then we'll try to find the conclusion of the answers. What yes or no, the number of yes and the number of no tells us. So yes, there are the 10 questions. The first question is, do your team or yourself afraid of failing? क्या हमें फेल होने से या हमारी टीम को फेल होने से डर लगता है? Yes or no? So you can write this answer with yourself. The second question is, do you and your team know the product vision on which you are working? So you are working on something today. Do you understand the product vision? Do you understand the purpose? Why are you doing that? The question 3, do you have the culture of experiment, inspect, adapt and learning? So every one of us are doing something at our workplace. We have some purposeful implementation. We are doing the things, but still, how we are doing the things, how we are learning. Is there a culture of inspect and adapt? Or we have the do we have the opportunity of doing the inspection and adaptation? How do we do the learnings? Do we have the culture of experimentation? So that's the question about. The fourth question, do we have the continuous releases and delivering the value regularly? So are we doing the continuous releases to the market and delivering the values continuously? Yes or no? The fifth question is, are your customers satisfied? And do you know how to assess the satisfaction of the client? The question number 6, are you comfortable in priority adjustment? So this is the very burning thing. Most of the time we tackle the priority adjustment, the changes in the requirement. So yes, are you comfortable in doing those priority adjustment? Because that is the need of our the things are changing very rapidly. Are we doing those adjustments very comfortably or not? The question number 7 is, are you doing the technical upgrade and minimizing the technical debt continuously? Are you doing the technical upgrade? That means technical upgrade means there are the new architecture, there are the new technologies in the market. So maybe when you started doing something around a year ago or 2 years ago, so from that time to till date, there are new enhancements have been launched in the market. So there are new cutting edge technology. Are you doing that upgrade in your products? And then technical debt, yes, when we write something, when we write the code, when we do the implementation, so yes, there are the debts which are accumulated. So are you minimizing that debt on the regular basis? That's the question. The question number 8 is, do you coordinate with the customers regularly? How do you meet, or at what frequency you meet with the customers, with your customers? How do you know what they are thinking? How do you coordinate with the customer? Is that regular? The question 9 is your team empowered and psychological safe to speak? So how your team, how the people in your team, how the people in your organization feel? Are they empowered? They are courageous enough to speak? That's the question. And the last question is, how do you collect the feedbacks? So to change something, to improve something, we need the feedbacks. We need to know what we are lacking. So do you collect the feedback? That's the question. How do you do that? That is a different part. We will talk about that later. But still, are you collecting the feedback? So these are the 10 questions. I think we have gone through the list. You have your yes or no. So if you have most of the yes, or how many yes, I'm not sure. But if you have the yes, then try to understand why they are yes. What exactly you are doing differently at your end that you have given the yes. And if you are having the answers in no, then analyze what can be done so that you can make it yes. Right? So if you have the answers in no, means there is something that needs to be changed. There is a way of what that needs to be changed. Some new things should be implemented. So these things can be done. And these are the very 10 very important things to be in line with the complexity, to be in line with the market, to be in line with the societal, political, and economical changes when they are coming in our way. So yes, these are the things. If you are having no, then again this is something which we can lose, or why the agile is required. These problems, yes, when we adopt the agile mindset, when we adopt the agile way of work, yes, we can have these things. How we can have these things, that we will discuss later. But this is the need. This is the need why agile is required. See, we all are spending time, investing time on the technical upgrade. We are collecting the skills. But again, for a successful product, for a high performing team, I'm alone not sufficient. There is a whole team. There is a complete organization who is the part of that. And if we have these things in our place, if we have these yes in our place, then might be we are the high performing team. And how we can achieve these things? So agile can be the answer of these of these questions. So agile mindset, agile view of work, you can say, that is the answer of these things. So yes, this is the thing why the agile is required. To understand more, you can talk about a few examples. So like the first example or the first comparison is Facebook versus Orkut. We understand both of these things. Orkut was in 2000 to 2010. I think in around 2004 it was launched, and this was the social networking site which we are aware, actually the first site. And then being the product of Google, it was shut down, and then Facebook is coming. Facebook is going on with a lot of changes, with a lot of very new things, very exciting things on the daily basis. So what are the differences between the Orkut and Facebook? The same goes with the BlackBerry and Samsung. There was a time when BlackBerry was the very status kind of thing. It shows something that yes, you have some gravity. That was the BlackBerry. But then BlackBerry is out of the market, and then it was Samsung who came up with the Android OS. And today we understand where are these technology and what are the new things we have in our hand. Then if we talk about the chat apps, so there are so many chat apps in the market, but again we are very fond of WhatsApp. So what WhatsApp is doing and in comparison to the other chat apps. So whether it is just the chat app, or having the another features like sharing the documents, sharing the pictures, sharing the documents, then they are coming with the payment gateways as well. So there are the new things they are introducing, and at the same place people are finding everything. Apart from that, the performance and the UI, the UX is very good. So these are the different the low level details. But yes, if you need to do the comparison, so what other parameters you will consider? Then there is another example, Kodak versus Nikon. So there was a camera when जब वो रील वाला होता था कि हम फोटो खींचते थे, then वो रील धुलती थी, उसके फोटो बन के आते थे, हार्ड कॉपीज आती थी. So Kodak was the king at that point of time. And then the DSLR, the Digicam, all these things are coming, and today Nikon and Canon have the very very good very good space, very good position in the market. So what? But the Kodak, which was the king at one point of time, is nowhere today. So these are the things like one was stuck at one thing, one entity was stuck at something, and another one, did the improvement, that they adapted the change, they embraced the change, and they changed themselves in a way that they can meet the need of the changing expectation, changing customers. So यहाँ पे वही चीज़ है, एक एक एंटिटी एक जगह रुकी रही, दूसरी एंटिटी ने अपने आप को बदला, अपने अपने कस्टमर्स के हिसाब से बदला, उनकी नीड्स के हिसाब से अपने आप को बदला, एंड देन दे हैव द very good reputation in the market, they are having a very good place in the market, and the other one was just no, there is nowhere in the market. So these are the few examples, these are the questions which are actually highlighting the need of Agile, highlighting the need of different ways of work, which is different from the way of work we were doing in the last 50-60 years. So that's why Agile is required. In the next one session, we will see just one more example, and we will end this end this part, why Agile is required or what we can do with Agile. Then we shall start what is Agile and how Agile can solve the problems. So yes, thanks guys. This is the session 4, and I'll see you in the session 5. Thank you.